What's going on, everybody? GameShardamus here, giving you a little Battlefield 3 today. Wanted to show you guys the new Back to Karkand expansion pack that they just came out with. Pretty awesome little upgrade. I believe I'm playing on Kirkland right now. I haven't really gotten a chance to play too much of these maps. Just been super busy. Just got done moving a couple weeks ago. Haven't had internet for a couple weeks after that. Due to some service issues, as always, it seems like. But anyway, back on the sticks. Been recording a bunch the last couple of days here. Trying to put together a couple more Gamer 101s. I'm going to do a series on each of the different classes and just kind of different tricks and things to keep in mind that I think are important to playing each one successfully. And then try to do more of a situational tips and tricks kind of a video. So anyway, this is just a full rush match. I actually cut it up into two different parts and just kind of cut it up to the action parts. Some of them are kind of long little playthroughs, like this next section. But anyway, try to keep it entertaining for you. It was definitely a long match. It was probably like a 35-40 minute match. So I cut it up to like 14 minutes or so and put it into two different parts. So anyway, here's part one. I'm using the FAMAS, which is one of the new guns you unlock. One thing I really love about the Battlefield expansion packs, and they did this with Battlefield Bad Company 2 as well, but this one it's like you don't just get maps, you get 4 new maps, and they're ridiculously huge, gorgeous maps, but you also get 8 new weapons, as well as 4 new vehicles, which you can then kind of use throughout the other maps, at least the weapons. I'm not really sure how much the other vehicles turn up, but that's kind of cool. So it really kind of builds on the equipment and different stuff in case you've leveled up everything and you want something new. It actually gives you that option, which is cool. And the maps are just huge. Each map, like in playing Rush, is like, I don't know, 3 to 5 sections, and each of those sections is like as big as any other first-person shooter map. So there's a lot it offers, not to mention all the destructibility. As you saw there, I'm actually rolling with the grenade launcher with the medic class. I've been trying to play around with the grenade launcher a little bit more, and not just be kind of like a healer. I mean, you definitely get more points if you use the med packs instead, and you stick with your team. You can definitely get a lot more points doing that. But the grenade launcher is just a lot of fun to use, especially on these new maps where they kind of turned up the destructibility. I'm sure you guys have noticed how easy it is that things go boom. But the grenade launcher is fun just because, if people are sitting up in buildings or whatever, just one shot just pretty much blows up the entire side of the building. So it can really expose people, or you can kind of, open up new avenues to get to your objective. So anyway, just kind of been playing around with that. I use it a couple times in this match. But this FAMAS is really nice, I have to say. I haven't really had a chance to really play with it that much. I've been using the ACOG instead of the red dot I was before, just because I feel like these maps are kind of a little more spread out at times. Like they're a little more open. It's in certain, like when you're trying to get like from one set of objectives to the next, sometimes you're like in these really open sections. So having an ACOG is kind of nice. It kind of adds to your accuracy. I feel like sniping could be really, really good in some of these new maps. As always, the vehicles are ridiculous. I get into a tank at some point in this match. This FAMAS is great for strafing too, as you can see. It has a really high rate of fire, but if you can really just burst fire with it and really just kind of tap, like right here, for example, and aim correctly, I got a headshot. You can really pick off guys from far. I fight against a lot of snipers with that gun. I mean, obviously there's a point where they're too far away for you to really kind of hit them with a few bullets. But anyway, don't shy away from those long range gunfights. But just make sure to tap fire. Anyway, hope you guys had a good holiday. Mine was good, pretty low key, hanging out with the family. And a Happy New Year, by the way. Not really sure when you're going to watch this video. You'll probably either watch it probably on New Year's, something like that. I'm actually going to Hollywood tonight to a club called Avalon to go see John Digweed perform. He's actually doing an extended 12-hour set from like 9 p.m. to 9 a.m., which is insane. All by himself. I'm sure he'll take breaks here and there, but oh yeah, you like that? I added that little bit in. It was the end of that long section. I had a little running around. I had 4 bullets left or something like that, and got a headshot on that guy. I felt pretty good about that during that match. But yeah, anyway, 12-hour extended set. That's a long time to be DJing. I will definitely not be staying there for that long. But it's a fun club. Has a really nice sound system. But anyway, going with my girlfriend and a few friends, or my brother and his girlfriend as well. But it should be fun. I hope you guys are going to go do something interesting at least. I haven't been out clubbing in a while. I haven't seen John Digweed in a long time. He's one of the old-time originals back in the day. I remember seeing him when he was Sasha and Digweed. But anyway, hopefully he'll be good. Anyway, back to this match. Here's a little tank section. The tanks and really the choppers in this are just ridiculous because of the increased destructibility. There's really nowhere anybody can hide now. You can just devastate things. So it's a lot about controlling the vehicles in these matches, and you can tell immediately when people on your team aren't switching to engineer or aren't getting anti-air to take out the choppers, just how much work they can do. I've had choppers pin us down for quite a long time in matches because no one really wants to help out and try to take them out. So keep that in mind. Definitely go for the vehicles first. Otherwise, they will own you. One thing I notice a lot in rush matches is there always is this like lull of when there's like no combat, so like the match starts and all the players just kind of rush towards each other and there's like a battle, and let's say the defending team kills all the attacking team or most of them and a couple guys are maybe hiding out, and then everyone's respawning. There's like this moment where like everyone's kind of like waiting, and I feel like if that lull is like too long, for more than like 30 seconds or a minute where there's no action, people on the defending team start wandering up a lot of the times, and kind of get way out of position. And if there's a guy who is waiting and his team spawns to him or they go around, they can easily come and plant the objectives. That works a lot of times if you're kind of having an issue on the attacking side trying to plant. If you just kind of wait it out, they'll push up really far and you can kind of get around them. But you gotta pay attention to that when you're defending, because there's objectives. They're eventually going to get there. So I would suggest a lot of times just kind of waiting out and just wait for the people to come to you rather than going and searching them out too much and just getting too far out of position, because pretty soon they can plant and then all of a sudden they have a tank or a chopper and then guys spawn in and then you're out of position. So anyway, keep that in mind. Anyway, this is part 1. I'll be back with part 2 here in not too long. Take care.